So the function of if it is AM or PM can now be our main point of concentration, but the time here is 10 AM, not 10 PM. Therefore, the time will be 10 AM. Let's look at another example. Example 2. You have a flight arriving at 3 PM. It's getting delayed 14 hours. What time will it land? That is, it's been delayed 14 hours. That is additional 14 hours. To solve this type of question, we just say, since the flight is being delayed for 14 hours, we can just take our 14. That's 14. That will be 14 modulo 12. And this 14 is the same thing as 12 times 1. 12 times 1 plus 2. That is our 14 modulo 12, the same thing as 2. So I think of it as 2 hours and an AM or PM switch. So we can just say that 3 plus 2 plus 2, since it is 3 PM, by the time we move around the clock once, it will change it to AM. So we just say 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5 AM, just as we are having in our slide. So the calculations done under modular arithmetic include addition with the symbol that looks like this, that is our addition. Then subtraction, there's a symbol for it, not just the normal subtraction symbol that we are having in normal mathematics, and then multiplication. Now we'll be taking examples of modular arithmetic, and the first example is the shorter hand of a clock points to 5 on a clock face. What number does it point after? A, we have under question number 1, we have A, B, C, D. We have that of 8 hours, 5 hours as our A, 8 hours, after 8 hours, after 15 hours, and then after 24 hours. What happens is that, let's just draw our clock. These are 12, 6, 3, and 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 11. And we are told that the shorter hand was pointing to 5 initially. Now we are now being asked that after 5 hours, where is it going to point to? Well, we know that for this clock, it is we only have 12 possibilities. That is, our numbers ranges from 0 to 12 to 11. That is, we have 12 possibilities, which means our numbers must not be more than 12. And let's not forget, in our modulo, based on what I explained the other time, I said we are going to add, then we check the multiples of 12, and then the remainder is the remainder we are going to concentrate on. So our A is after 5 hours, B is after 8 hours, C is after 15 hours, so that we will be able to concentrate on that, and D is after 24 hours. So we'll be taking it one after the other after 24 hours. For our A, that's 5 hours. That's modulo 12. What we just do is that our normal time, our initial time is 5. So we just take our 5 plus this 5 hours, which is equal to 10, which is not up to 12. So this one will give us our final answer, modulo 12. Now for the B, we are progressing. That's 8 hours. That will be 5, which is our initial, plus 8, which is equal to what? That's equal to 13. 13 is more than 12. That means it's equal to 12 times 1 plus 1. And it can also be written as like plus 1, or 12 times 1 remainder 1. That is 12 times 1, and then we have the remainder. Or we can say that 13, we can also say that 13 divided by 12, 13 divided by 12, which is 1, which is equal to 1, remainder 1. So what our final answer will be is 1, which is our main focus, the remainder, which is our main focus, 1 modulo 12. And now we're treating our B, which is 8R. That's C, we are going to C, which is 15 plus, that's 5 plus 15 modulo 12, which is equal to 5 plus 15 is 20, and which is equal to 12 times 1 plus 8. Is this remainder that we are interested in? So the final answer is 8 modulo 12. Then the last one, which is D, is 24. That's 5 plus 24 modulo 12. That's 12 times 2 plus 5, which is equal to 5 modulo 12. So we are through with number 1, we'll be going to number 2. Use the number cycle of modulo 6 in the figure below to find equivalent values of the following. We have A is 2 plus 10. Mind we are working modulo 6. B, that's 5 plus 5. In modulo, we don't write addition just as a symbol. We have to put the symbol in the circle. And C, we have 2 plus 15. Plus 15. Remember, for the work clock, we have 12 divisions, but for modulo 6, we have 6 divisions. We have 6 divisions, which looks like this. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 possibilities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, for A, that's 2 plus 10. That will be 2 plus 10 modulo 6. If you have to do it in a crude way, we are adding 10 to 2. That is, we are starting from here. That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 0. It falls on 0. Now let's now check doing it the normal way that it ought to be done. You know, remember that we actually, according to when we did the normal, the crude way of counting, we did 10, 2 plus 10, it gave us 0. Now let's confirm if you are going to get 0. 2 plus 10 is 12, and that is equals to 6 times 2 plus 0. 6 times 2 is 12. So what are we going to add to 12 to get 12? 0. So we can then say that our 2 plus 10 in modulo 6 is equals to 0 modulo 6. For our B, that's a 5 plus 5. 5 plus 5. That will be 5 plus 5, which modulo 6, which is equals to 10 is also equals to 6 times 1 plus 4. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 4 is equals to 10. So we can then conveniently say that our 5 plus 5 modulo 6 is equals to 4 modulo 6. Then the last one, which is C,